My name is Alex Winthy. I'm the lead instructor for this course. The title of the course is Prescribed Fire Ecology and Implementation. So we really focus on the implementation side of prescribed fire. We like to talk about the why and why it's important and things like that, but then we really like to get the students out into the field and seeing live fire and getting experience of actually using fire as a tool, and no better place than the Arboretum here. Yep, good job. Yeah, just do that.
That said, you should be communicating with the person who's attacking you. And use that process because
So we break them into 6 groups of 8 here, and they all have kind of a mini unit, so they get to do their own little burn. And we have varying activities depending on the day and the week, and the wind, that they do kind of as little groups of 8 or 2 lines of 4.
It's really hot, and I've inhaled so much smoke the past like 2 days. Well, my name is Gabe, and I'm a wildlife ecology and botany major.
And I'm George. I'm a wildlife ecology and environmental studies major.
I'm Audrey. I'm a wildlife ecology major.
Yeah, this is our first time like with the class burning out here. So we did some of the breaks that are already here, and then I think we're burning like everything else in between the breaks, I think. So yeah, it's our second day, but most of us have already done like a burn outside of class.
Today we're working on fire suppression, which is instead of prescribing fire, which is what this class is about, it's suppressing fire. So when fire gets out of control, we obviously need to contain it. So water is kind of the front line. They're spraying out their backhand. And then behind them, we have someone with a flapper who's stomping out any excess flames that are maybe a lower level. And then some people have a broom, I think, which kind of does a similar thing. And then raking is just kind of moving the fuel into a more efficient location where it can't get out of control more, basically.
So I'm a huge bird nerd. Most of my favorite species are like greater prairie chicken, Florida scrub jay, all of these fire-dependent species that we weren't even aware of them being fire-dependent until very recently, purely because fire suppression was so normalized in America for so long. And only now are we really kind of revisiting that indigenous ecological knowledge that is allowing us to be more healthy with our landscapes today, especially imperiled landscapes such as grasslands and prairies. And I personally wanted to be on the forefront of that kind of landscape management. I want to ensure that generations to come have the same kind of grasslands and prairies and the birds that inhabit them that we have today.
My name is Daniel Krause. I'm a conservation biology major with an environmental studies certificate. Basically, right now, we're just watching the fire. Well, what I'm doing is watching the fire, making sure it stays in our unit. If it gets out, I'll have to use some of these hand tools here to put it back in or suppress it. The rest of my crew members here are practicing putting out spot fires. So fires that exit your unit, an ember or something, and light something that's not in your unit. So that's what they're doing. Obviously, they're just doing a great job because we have the best teachers in the game. I like that you can actually do stuff outside. There's actual real world experiences. Like, for example, we have to do 3 burns outside of the class, so it's cool to get to work with other organizations, get to go around, just meet people and burn in places that, or go even to places that you wouldn't really normally go. So that's probably the best part about it. And I guess also that you come out with a firefighter type 2 certificate, so you can probably get a job afterwards, maybe.
Every natural community in Wisconsin is fire dependent, from wetlands to woods. We talk about prairies a lot, but everything evolved and has adapted to fire. And so if we want to be good stewards of the land and practice good conservation in Wisconsin, we need fire.